Margarita here with another tapping round for you, and today we're going to be focusing on acceptance, but acceptance of ourselves even though we haven't been successful. We spend so much time and energy beating ourselves up because we keep failing or we haven't achieved what we set out to achieve, or our results that we're seeing in our lives aren't what we want, our relationships aren't what we want. There are dozens of reasons why we keep beating ourselves up. Now, energy is really, really precious. It is the essence of who we are, inside and out. And it's the way we relate to the world. Now, if you expend energy in one area, then you haven't got that energy to spend in another area. It's gone. Bye-bye, never to return. So if you are spending energy in beating yourself up because of your results, because you haven't achieved what you want to achieve, you haven't lived up to somebody else's expectations or your expectations, then that energy that you're spending beating yourself up, you haven't got to actually help yourself to succeed and move forward with confidence and ease and grace. So what we're going to be doing today is working with EFT to help you to overcome your lack of self-acceptance of your results. So feeling like a failure, like a loser. Now, a lot of people really recoil when I use these terms, but you know what? For most people, and if you're not one of them, hallelujah, I thoroughly congratulate you, because that's just fantastic. Most people, I've certainly experienced a lot of self-rejection, pretty much, because I have all these expectations of myself, and all these other people also have expectations of me, even if they don't voice them. Society has an expectation of us. Our loved ones have an expectation of us. Our friends have an expectation of us. And if we don't meet those expectations, then there's disharmony in those relationships. And we find a lot of disharmony with a relationship with ourselves. And often, even though we don't want to think that we feel this way, we might feel like we're losers, like we're failures, like we're no good. There's self-worth is like really, really low. So if that feeling is there, then why deny it? Address it, clear it. And once you clear it and you improve those feelings within you, man, the world is your oyster. So what I want you to do is look at your results so far, whatever you've been trying to achieve. And I want you to think about how you feel about where you're at right now. How good do you feel about yourself and the results that you have achieved so far in your life, what you've achieved so far in your life? Okay, now repeat this statement and rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being that it's not true for you at all, 10 being the most true it could possibly be. So the statement is, I can't accept myself when I have been such a failure. Okay, now we're going to start by tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I have failed so many times, and I can't possibly accept myself with these results, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. I totally reject myself because I have failed so many times. And I haven't achieved what I set out to achieve. And I choose to be at peace with myself right now. Even though I can't accept myself and I feel like such a loser because I haven't achieved my expectations, I choose to find peace within me where I'm at right now. Okay, now starting on the inside of the eye and repeating after me. I can't possibly accept myself when I'm such a failure. There are things that I should have done that I haven't done. There are things that I have done that I shouldn't have done. I've made so many mistakes. I can't possibly accept myself until I'm a total success. There's no way I can accept my results the way they are. And I definitely can't accept me with these results. I haven't lived up to my expectations. And I feel really disappointed with myself. I haven't lived up to the expectations of others. And I've really disappointed them too. How can I possibly accept myself when I'm such a loser? I will never want to achieve anything if I just accept myself the way I am. Accepting it myself would make all my failures okay. And I can't possibly do that. There's no way I can accept myself and my results right now. My results are actually quite pathetic. I'm pathetic. I haven't followed through. I haven't done what it takes. I haven't been consistent. I haven't been committed enough. I haven't done what I need to do. I just can't accept myself with the results that I have right now. Because I have so far just not met my expectations. I am so not acceptable with this failing. I'm such a failure. I can't possibly accept myself the way I am right now. I definitely can't accept myself when I'm such a failure. I really haven't done what I should have done. I should be successful by now. I really can't accept myself until I am a total success. Okay, fabulous. Take a breath and release it. Okay, now go back and rate that statement. I can't accept myself when I'm such a failure. Now, if that's come down to a 2 or below, fantastic. Move on to the positive tapping round with me. But if not, then go back and use phrases that are more appropriate for you. So find events or situations or focus on what's happening in your life right now and really hone in why you can't accept your results, how you feel about those results. Is it disappointment, anger, frustration, sadness? Whatever that is, work on accepting yourself with those feelings and with your results. But if you've got it down to a 2 or below, and when you've got it down to a 2, then move on to the positive tapping round with me. So now on the karate chop point. Even though I still have these awful results and all these failures in my life, I'm willing to be open to accepting myself anyway. Even though my results really suck and I should have done better, I choose to be open to accepting myself anyway. Even though I still feel completely unacceptable because I have failed over and over and over, I choose to embrace a new possibility that I can accept myself anyway. Okay, starting with the eyebrow point, let's tap around the points. I still feel unacceptable, but I choose to accept myself as I am anyway. I have still failed many, many times. Nothing's going to change that. But maybe I've been too hard on myself. Failing really is a part of the process of being successful. I know that. And yet I've been beating myself up for so long. Sure, my results aren't that great. And I know I can do better. But I choose to be okay with where I'm at right now. I choose to accept myself no matter what. I choose to accept that life is a series of failures with some successes in between. And I choose to accept me just as I am right now. Even though my results aren't that great yet. And I know I can do better. I choose to accept myself no matter what. Knowing that failing is a part of the process to success. In actual fact, I'm doing pretty well. I've failed a lot. And that's one of the criteria for success. So I choose to accept that I'm in the perfect place right now. And I choose to accept myself even with all these failures behind me. Because now they're behind me. And that's a great thing. I don't have to repeat those failures. I can learn from them and move on. So I choose to accept myself no matter what. I choose to accept myself even though I'm not successful yet. And even though I haven't lived up to my or other people's expectations, I love accepting myself anyway, deeply and completely. Okay, take a breath. And release it. Now again, go back and rate that statement. I can't accept myself with all these failures. And just keep tapping until you've brought that down to a 0. And tune in the next couple of days and see how you feel about this. It may have come up a little bit, particularly if you've had things that haven't worked out the way you want them to. And let me just, one more thing. You know what? Life is very rarely going to work out the way you expect it to or the way you want it to. Very rarely. Sometimes it won't meet your expectations, other times it will completely exceed your expectations. So be open to whatever happens and just be willing to accept everything just as it is. The less resistance you have, the more quickly you're going to move forward. So that's it for today. I look forward to seeing you in one of my other videos. Take care and happy tapping.